The final video in this group of videos about the song editor is a look at parts. Now, parts is primarily designed for bands and groups and orchestras where you have a piece of music which has multiple parts to it. Now, these parts could be, for instance, the parts in a band where you've got guitar, keys, bass guitar, drums, and you have a part for each of these, or it could be a piece of music which you have in different keys and you have the same piece of music in the key of G, in the key of F, and the key of C, let's say. Let's have a look first of all at a piece of music with parts in it. So this is it's a pretty poor quality piece of music. It's a very old piece of music, but it is part of a marching band piece of music, and there's a piccolo part, there's a bassoon part, there's a flute part, and there's an oboe part. And you can select a part from this drop down list here. When you transfer this song between computers, the whole song gets transferred. So all the parts get transferred, so it's a case of selecting the part you want. To show you another example, I'm going to use a quick find here, and I know that To God Be the Glory is a song, God Be the Glory is a song which I've put in different keys, and there it is there, so let's close that. And that's the version in the key of F, there's the version in the key of B flat, in the key of A, and in the key of G. So I'll show you now how you go about creating a piece of music with parts. Let's click on New Song. Okay, so let's just see how we created the Rainbow Division March in the 4 parts. What we do is we put in the first part of the music. So it's a PDF, so I'll just go to this PDF and I'll browse to the PDF. I'll find the Rainbow Division one, here it is here, and as you can see there are lots of parts to this. So I'm going to choose a part that I haven't got in already, so let's go to here, and this is the cornet part. I'm going to select that and add in that selection. So I've now added in the cornet part here. I need to call it that, so I go to Song Parts. To begin with, the first part is always called the default part, so we need to rename that part. So we rename the part and we want to call it the cornet. Now, I've already got a number of parts in here, but cornet is not one of them, so I need to add a new part name. So I just start typing in here to add the new part, save the part name. Select it from here and say OK. So I've created the first part, and that part's called the cornet. I now want to add a new part, the second part to this. Let's go back then to the PDF and let's choose a different part this time. Let's choose the horn. So I'm going to add in the horn part. So I simply go to Song Part, add a part, and type in horn again. I don't have horn there, so I can just add by clicking and typing here. Now you'll notice as well you can actually import packs of instruments. We have set up a number of different orchestral and band packs of instruments, and you can import them to save you having to type them all out. And you can have a look at that on our website, but I'll just type in here the horn and add that part, and the part I want to create is called horn, and we've now created a new part called horn. So let me just put that piece in, add the selection, and that's that part in. So if we go back to Song Parts now, you'll see we have 2 parts. We have the cornet and we have the horn part. I could add another part, so if I go back to my PDF, let's look at this page. This has got the euphonium part. So again, I go to add a part. And again, euphonium is not there, so I'll add it in. Select it from here. So we've now created a third part, and let's go and add in that piece of music for the euphonium. There it is there. So now we've got our 3 parts in, the cornet, the horn, and the euphonium. I'm going to save this, so I'll give it a title. I'll just call it that so I can see it. And then I'm going to save it. Here is our music now with the 3 parts I put in, the cornet, the euphonium, and the horn. So that's how we go about creating parts to a piece of music. It's got a single title, but it's got different parts, and you can have as many parts as you want in a piece of music. What I want to show you now is the parts management screen. So if we go to File and go to Manage Instrumental Parts, we get up this screen here where we can add in parts as I did before, or we can also manage the part names here. We can rename a part name, and we can delete a part as long as the part is not in use in a song somewhere else. I mentioned about packs of instruments, so if we go here and we look at download a pack, if we go here you'll see that there's a whole set of packs here. So let's just take a percussion pack and we can download that. And once it's downloaded, if we go back to Power Music and we can say import that pack. And all of these parts for percussion will be added in. So if I do save to that, it adds all of them onto the part names that are available. So this is where we can manage parts. You can do all of this apart from the rename and delete within the song editor, but if you want to manage the part names properly, then you do it through the File menu, through File, Manage Instrumental Parts.